Now, the president of China, President Xi Jinping, just congratulated African countries that were participating in the AU summit, which has taken place this past weekend. There was an election of the new leadership, and there were also other things that were discussed, which amongst them was peace, right? No fights, which is something that, of course, that's what we want, because united we stand. I mean, even the president of South Africa, President Ramaphosa, was also there, which, listen to what he said, what he had to say about the summit.
We are very pleased with the outcomes that we've had in this summit. The election of the new leadership of the AU, the election of the chairman of the assembly, and the election also of the chairperson of the African Commission, and the deputy chairpersons and the other commissioners. So this is a very good outcome for us as Africa. We're consolidating the African Union to ensure that it continues to unite the continent. So we're seeing progress here, and we're also going to continue seeing progress with the discussions that are going to go on, because we didn't come only for elections, we came for real discussions and decisions. So this has been a good summit.
Thank you, sir.
So this organization continues to obviously unite some of the African countries, as the president of South Africa is saying. And to those that might still not know what the AU Summit or the African Union organization is about, well, it's about promoting unity and solidarity, accelerating political and socio-economic integration, promoting peace, security, and stability, advancing democratic principle and good governance, promoting sustainable development, protecting human rights, coordinating, representing Africa on global stage, promoting education, science, and technology, addressing health challenges, and last but not least, promoting gender equality and women empowerment. This is what the African Union is all about. And knowing that they have election new leadership this Saturday and Sunday, it is something that is very, very great. I mean, our South Africa President Ramaphosa is already back, and it looks like there were fruitful things that were discussed there, and hopefully they are able to take Africa forward. Now, with all that, you will know that China is a very, very, very good trade partner, not only into South Africa, but to Africa as a whole. It is for this reason that President Xi Jinping came and congratulated the AU summit in the election of the EU committee, which is something that he looks forward to. I mean, China is doing a lot for Africa, not only for South Africa, but for Africa. I mean, during the 2024 Forum China-Africa Cooperation Summit, China pledged $49 billion in financial support of Africa countries, including South Africa, to enhance structure, agriculture, and green energy projects, which is something that, of course, it shows the commitment that China has to, of course, African countries and to my own country, South Africa. What we are seeing is that last year, you will know that the two countries' trade reached $52.5 billion, which accounted for 18% of the total China-Africa trade, which this is something that is great, because you will know that the previous video talking about a two-way trade between South Africa and China reaching $47 billion back in 2023, which was so good and amazing. And to seeing that this trade continues to grow, it is benefiting both countries, because same like what we saw when the two-way trade for 2023 was around $47 billion, which on that trade year, South Africa got over $23 billion, which is something that, of course, it is benefiting South Africa. So to know that right now, last year, the two countries trade or two-way trade equated or amounted to around $52.5 billion. It is something that is great, something that is amazing. China remains that important partner to not only South Africa, but to Africa as a whole, because they continue to pledge, they continue to grow trade with African countries, which is good, because it's not one party benefiting, but it is both us as Africans are benefiting in as much as China is benefiting, which makes China to be a very, very important trade partner, not just only to South Africa, but to Africa as a whole. So I am happy, man. The AU summit was concluded very well. I hope that there were peace talks, and we won't be seeing a lot of collision between countries fighting, because If we fight, we will be divided, and division is not what we want as Africa. For Africa to grow, for Africa to move forward, for Africa to be prosperous, we need to be united as a whole, because if we are not united, obviously the foreign other continents will come and dictate what needs to happen in Africa, which is something that we do not want. Africa is our land, Africa is our home, and therefore we need to have peace, and we need to work together to take or to move Africa forward. So yeah, man, this is what we saw, this is what we read this weekend. I am happy, I am excited. The progress that South Africa has made with China, it is one of the good things that, of course, we cannot forget. The impact that China is bringing into Africa, that cannot be forgotten, and therefore this makes China to be an important partner to Africa, and we look forward to more good trade deals. We look forward to more benefits of us trading with foreign countries like China and also Europe, because Europe is also a very good trade partner to Africa, right? So let's see how it unfolds. I mean, right now in South Africa, there's a situation where, of course, certain people believe that they are being mistreated, and this is not the case, because obviously we know that some people are just pushing their agenda. There's nothing that much that is happening around here. No one is being mistreated. But anyways, I don't want to discuss more about that. I think we'll just find a separate video today to talk about what is really happening or what are the latest updates. But for now, I just wanted us to dive in what happened over the weekend in Africa as a whole, in South Africa, some of the latest developments that we are seeing, especially also when you go to trade. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. That's all from me. Blue skies coming, long term will win, and God bless you all.